Hello and happy midweek greetings from Radically Rational and RadicallyRational.com. Trump's remaining status and ongoing status as the GOP frontrunner for 2024 reflects a startling lack of national self-respect. Is there nothing this man can do to disqualify himself? Apparently not. And make no mistake, this continuing defense of the indefensible reflects a deep self-loathing on the part of his lackeys and cultists. It seems to me you have to hate yourself pretty intensely to in any way defend or rationalize this evil insanity. This evil insanity. The curious thing, of course, is that Trump has admitted, well, everything, including his attempt to overthrow the government of the United States. How do we know it's all there? It's all on video. It's all in documents. We've seen that with respect to Jan 6th, and we saw it again yesterday in the jury verdict in the E. Jean Carroll trial. How do we know who he is? Because he told us. It's all in the Access Hollywood video, which amazingly should have been a disqualifier on the spot. But you tolerated it, and we are what we tolerate. But what's that old saying? When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And his response last night, I don't even know who this woman is. And you put up with it. So all of this endless parade, this is all political. They're all hoaxes. It's all a witch hunt. Okay. We're not going to make any progress until we re-stigmatize lying. For more than a decade now, lies and liars have gotten an endless free pass. We need to hang a heavy price tag back on lying. The truth matters. Facts exist. Now, I would say that the verdict yesterday got Tuesday off to a good start, but then it got even better later in the afternoon against George Santos when federal charges were filed against him. This is progress, however modest. Not that Tuesday didn't come with its frustrations. Kevin McCarthy is playing Russian roulette with your future. And he doesn't care because it's all tribal. And once again, the GOP has abandoned any semblance of trying to govern in a reasonable way that benefits this country. And one more frustration, there was no question that Biden was correct yesterday in predicting a chaotic scene at the border Thursday when Title 42 expires. That's not good. Earnest question, what rational possible objection could any person have to raising the minimum age of assault-style weapon purchases in Texas from 18 to 21? Who could possibly have an objection to that? And why? I welcome your answers. I wish I could take credit for this observation, but it's something I heard or read in passing somewhere in the last few days. I'm not the author. However, check out this quote. Gunfire is now the ambient sound of America. That's brilliant. Yeah, that sound is now what we call room tone in radio, television, and film. It's the Nat soundtrack of our American lives, and it is a uniquely American shame. It doesn't happen anywhere else. Sports, briefly, that Game 5 Sixer effort looked pretty convincing, didn't it? Looks to me like it's not going to be easy being green for the Celtics the rest of the way. As for the Nuggets and Suns, it's been all about the home court. We'll see if that holds up in Game 6. Joe Cap was part of my youth, and when Joe Cap died yesterday, a portion of that part of my life died with him. Cap was one of a kind. You know, we say unique, we go kind of unique, sort of unique. No, unique means one of a kind. And there was only one Joe Cap. In college, at Cal, in the Canadian Football League, in the NFL, with the Vikings, and later back coaching at his alma mater, Cal, there was nobody like Joe Cap. He was as subtle as a knuckle sandwich. Chin strap? Joe Cap didn't need no stinking chin strap. His teammates loved him, and often that's all I need to know about an athlete. he's got some notable accomplishments here. He's the only quarterback ever to lead his team to a Rose Bowl berth. That was Cal's last Rose Bowl berth back in 1959. He had 2 Grey Cup appearances in the CFL, and of course he coached the Vikings to Super Bowl IV, where they lost to the Super Chiefs. That's all very impressive, but my lasting memory of Joe Kapp came in 1982 after he had become the head coach at his alma mater. Cal, you remember the game. That was the trombone game in which the Golden Bears beat their arch rival Stanford on an improvised desperation play with 4 seconds left. They get it into the end zone. The Stanford band has already come into the end zone. Trombone player gets knocked on his keister, and Cal pulls that game out. And then the quote I will never forget. After seeing that, Joe Kapp shook his fist and said, "The bear wouldn't die. The bear wouldn't die." Neither will Joe Kapp's legacy. We are radically rational.